Would you like to learn how to properly trim a chicken's wings? I had the sweetest conversation with a woman this week who said, I do it, but I don't know if it's okay for the birds and I don't know how to do it and I feel a little overwhelmed. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make you a video. So if one of you feels that way, I'm sure others of you feel that way. So why do we trim a chicken's wings? We trim them because it's preventing them from being able to fly really high. It's definitely humane for the birds. For those of you who are new to our feed, please know that we have the utmost care and respect for chickens and the natural world. And we would only do this if we knew it was humane. It is. It doesn't hurt them at all, and actually, it saves their lives. Having trimmed wings makes it so the birds can't fly over high fences or roost inside of trees. Birds that roost in trees at night can be easily picked off by predators that can climb up into the trees, bobcats, raccoons, or the like. And in our case, having birds that can't fly over fences into our neighbor's yard saves their life from being able to be eaten by dogs next door. So this is something that we do regularly on the farm, and we definitely do both sides of the wings. All you need is your bird and a pair of scissors. So to help the chicken feel calm, what I'm doing is holding it close. I'm not squeezing it too tight, but I'm just letting it know, I'm here, you're okay. I take the bird in one hand and I splay out the feathers in the other hand. I'm gonna show you here that there's a couple different layers to their feathers. This is a juvenile, she's not fully grown yet, but you can see the feathers the same. There's this upper layer on the shoulder, definitely don't cut those. This layer here, which is the smaller feathers, we don't cut into those. And then there's this layer here, these longer feathers. These are the flight feathers, and this is what you want to trim on both sides of the birds. Some people will say, oh, just trim one side, and then it's even harder for them to try and fly. To me, I don't feel like that's great. It'd be like trimming one set of my toenails. I want to be balanced, so I trim both sides. I do the same for my birds, and it definitely doesn't make it so they can fly over anything. So I recommend trimming both sides. So you're just going to be splaying the wing out like this, and really following this natural line of the smaller feathers. You're going to be cutting below it into these flight feathers. So I hold with one hand out like this, and then trim, just with any kind of scissors, right along that flight line there. And that's it. Now, it doesn't, you can see, there were no sounds, no kicking, she wasn't in any kind of distress. It doesn't hurt the bird at all. It's just like trimming toenails. Get into the other side. Holding her close, splaying the wing out. We don't want to go any higher because then we actually cut into the quick of the feathers and there would be bleeding. It hurts the bird. Got to do it lower. And I like to make a nice clean line. And aesthetically, you can see if you look at it like, oh yeah, there is something like different here. But it doesn't affect any of their foraging ability or, in the male's case, their ability to be able to mount or anything like that. It's as simple as that. I generally like to do this at night when the birds are asleep because they really don't mind being handled. I can just pick them up and do them one at a time. If you're trying to do it during the day and chasing them around, that can cause them some stress. This bird was just remarkably chill and was happy with me picking it up. So that's why we're doing it during the day. It's easier to film things during the day, but I recommend doing it at night. Pretty much all of vet check things at night. Hopefully it's useful for all of you out there who are thinking about trimming the wings. It's really as simple as that. Hope you'll have a good day.